Hello everyone, Overquake here, playing Farming Simulator 2013, ready for a new harvest. Last episode we spent over $1 million buying some new equipment, and now we're going to be able to use that. During the last episode, the last thing we did was sowing 2 new fields. Field 10 and Field 20, which we just purchased. Field 20 and most of Field 16 is ready right now. Soon the rest of 16 and 10 will be complete as well. What I'm going to go ahead and do this episode is going to go ahead and get started on a harvest here with our new case, and then also gonna go ahead and make some hay for the cows with our new grass feeder. I have not yet used this, our new harvester, so let's try this out with safety first. Let's see how well that goes. Nice wide header on this one. Should make quick work of this field. This is Field 10, which we just sowed last episode. Safety first, gotta put the headlights and the beacon on. Gonna take our sowing tractor back to the farm, and then we're going to get some hay for the cows while the harvest is going on. This being a new harvester, I'm not sure how long we can let it sit before we have to bring a tipper over. So I don't know. It does have a huge internal grain tank, but on the other hand, it also has such a wide cutter, I'm afraid of it filling up quickly. We'll see. Get down to... here we go. With our front loader, we went ahead and we turned Field 20 into grass, which has now grown. It's interesting, the green doesn't quite match, and it doesn't even look the same. It's almost as tall as the grass. Oh no, let's get our mowing equipment and try this out. Let's see how this goes. We've got this old sewing machine that we didn't need anymore up at the main area of the farm, so I brought that down here and we used it to turn that field to grass. I'm probably just going to park that there since we're not going to need that in the foreseeable future. There might be a time where we get two different sewing machines going on, so they can do 2 fields at once, but right now I'm not worried about that. Okay, so now we've converted our front loader into mowing mode, and this guy's gonna definitely get a workout this episode. I'm going to take him down to the end of this field and start mowing with it. Going to need a lot of hay so that we can use our new mixer. turn on all of the mowers, not just the front mower. Now they're both on. There we go. Now we're cutting everything. And periodically we need to go back and check on the harvester, see how it's doing. Maybe every couple rows of mowing we'll take a look and see the status of the harvest. Definitely don't want to be paying for the hired worker and the harvester to be just sitting around waiting for a tipper, so we'll do what we can. We'll do another pass and then go check on them. Maybe if we can, my thought process is that we might be able to kind of be doing two things at once. We can be working on getting hay for the cows and also doing a harvest all at the same time. It sounds great in theory. Let's find out. Well, I mean, we're definitely going to find out this episode if that is going to work. Okay, almost done with the second pass here. Alright, and let's flip back over to the harvester's full. That was pretty quick. Okay, pull up the tipper. Safety first. And we'll get our first unload of our new harvester. That so we can leave that to finish and turn our mowers back on and mow some more. Safety first. We'll definitely be able to make some hay bales today. That'll be something I hope the cows enjoy. We don't have a lot of silage, but we've got some. So I think I'm going, because we have some silage, I'm going to go ahead and take all of this grass hay here and turn it all into hay. The next round this grass growing, we might need it for silage again, but this time don't quite need it yet. I'm also a little curious about our straw. Let's see. The cows have some straw right now. 8,244. So they've got some right now. Probably gonna... They're just gonna have to use what they've got for a little bit. Seeing as how I only have one foraging wagon, and it is going to be pretty busy with silage, I don't know. We may run out of straw. Sure. A second foraging wagon just for straw would be fantastic. We'll see about getting one of those pretty soon. I did have our first sale of milk with our 10 cows. Right now think the last sale of milk only gave us about $1,000 for the last one, but that kind of makes sense. We only have 10 cows, and they're only running at 44% production right now. As that goes up, we can start to bring in some more money. Make all this equipment worthwhile. Hopefully it is. I'd like to get some food built up for the cows so that we can have several days worth of feed prepared for them. And then we should only have to come back and take care of the cows every couple of days. That would be nice. My plan for this field is to kind of alternate it, hay and then silage, hay and then silage. So I think that should work out for a little while. This is a pretty decent sized field. Shouldn't have a problem. After this pass, I'm going to go check on the harvester again. Go see how barley harvest is going. Full again. Alright. It's, this harvester fills up really fast. It's interesting. It's because the header is so big on this one. The header's so large that it's doing so much of the field all at once, which is fantastic on these large fields. It's really a good thing overall. This might fill up. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to fill up. Awful. Okay. Gonna put the barley into the silo here. I need that last little chunk of barley to finish growing. I think the last little bit of field 10 and no, the last little bit of field 16 and field 10 should grow at the same time. So once this last section of 16 is done, the wheat on field 10 should also be ready. Distance there. This is kind of interesting. We went from using the starter harvester that far straight to this. Night and day difference. This harvester, it's over halfway done. It's incredible. I'm still getting used to the distance you have to stay. You have to stay pretty far away with that arm. 95% full again. It's just harvesting so much all at once. This is amazing. Pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed. Halfway full. Spin around. I can't really do too much more until that last bit finishes growing, so let's go and finish up the mowing here. Stage first. Okay. We'll finish this up and we'll need to pull out our new tedder, which we haven't had a chance to use yet. Take the tedder and convert all this grass into hay, and then we'll windrow it and bale it up. Not too much automation gonna happen here this episode. We're going to be doing a lot of this work ourselves, because a lot of the cow production I mean, it's all... You can't automate it, really. It's not as simple as just hiring a worker and letting him work. All of the mowing's pretty much done. Take the mowing gear back. And trade it in for the tedder is what we need next. This little corner of our farm is getting pretty crowded. I've got equipment stashed everywhere around here. Alright. Drop off the front. Spin around, drop the back. Okay, the tedder is right here, next to the baler. Him up. We haven't had a chance to use this guy yet, so let's do that. Let's see. X to unfold this guy. I wonder if I should have bought the wider one. Possibly. This will be fine. This will be fine. Alright, let's turn it on. Excellent. Hey, we've made hay for the first time. I don't know, this won't take too long. It'll go faster than the mowing. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with this. I don't know, maybe I should have bought the bigger one, but this is fine for now. Absolutely fine. too long. Should give us several bales. Okay, which we really need. Package this up. Okay. I am recording this right after the last episode, episode 8, if I remember right. That was a pretty hard episode to follow. I mean, last time we were able to go on a big shopping spree and buy $1 million worth of equipment. So this time, just mowing, it seems not quite as exciting, but it's all part of growing the farming empire. I wonder what, oh, I did have one disappointment from last episode. I had spoke about if we had any extra money laying around at the end of getting the equipment we needed, then I would consider getting a solar collector, which I thought would be something different, something neat. It would also help us financially because it would help offset some of the daily costs, like the tedders. All kinds of going crazy right now. Strange. Some of the daily operating expenses, like the vehicle maintenance, the daily vehicle fee, and also the wage payments, it would help kind of offset some of that because it brings in a certain amount per hour. That looked like something really neat to get into. I was a little disappointed we didn't have any money left over at the end of our shopping, and that was a little disappointing, but that's something we can look forward to next time. I think they're only 120,000. They're in that neighborhood, so we can definitely play around with getting one. Just not able to do it right now with the farm. There was too much. We needed too much equipment. Wasn't able to get it quite then. I have done a little thinking about straw. We are going to need to... Someday, I thought it'd be nice to have a foraging wagon and a windrower up in the main farm area just to windrow and gather straw. That would be really convenient. But that's going to be about 150,000 investment to get that going. So it's going to have to hold for a little bit as well. It would be nice to be able to have a foraging wagon that we just use for grass, for silage, and another one that we just use for straw. It'd be nice to kind of have one of each of those, and we didn't have to go back and forth. Right now we're going to have to kind of go back and forth. Since the silage bunker is full, if I gather new grass right now, I wouldn't be able to gather straw, and vice versa. If I gather straw, I won't be able to gather any grass in that foraging wagon. It will all be full of the wrong type. that's okay for now. Just gonna have to kind of alternate. Okay, let's turn this off and fold it up. Alright, now we've got a field full of hay. We'll take this tedder back and switch it out to the windrower so that we can pick all that up with the baler. Do some baling. Okay, let's back this guy. Put him right in there. Quite like that. Wrong way. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Okay. Yeah. That's close enough. That was pretty bad reversing, but that's okay. Let's go check on the harvester. Okay, the harvester has completed what it could. So what I'm gonna do, safety first. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is line it up for the next pass, which we're not quite ready for yet, but pretty soon. And then I will go and get the... Here we go. Let's go ahead and get the tipper up there, empty what's available, and then I'm probably going to speed up time just a little bit, because this last little section needs to finish growing. Up here, almost halfway full. Just bring them over there and start to fill. Good. Okay, we need the windrower. We need to pull this out from this little parking spot there. Safety first. Love this windrower. Fantastic. Take them down to the end of the row here and get started. So all this hay is all lined up nicely for the baler. Some windrows. It's a lot of work to feed these cows, but hopefully they like our yummy grass that we're preparing for them. I'm going to go ahead and make these windrows, and I will be back when that's ready, and we'll bale them all up. Okay, that should complete the windrowing. So now we've got this field all into nice even little rows. Here comes the milk truck ready for a pickup. Should give us a little money. That'll be nice. Well, let's go see this. Milk truck's coming around. Let's see how much we had. 1,249 milk. Liters of milk. And that's down to 0. We'll get a little money for that. And great. And that milk truck comes twice a day and does the pickup for us. All we have to do is feed these cows, and that's my favorite thing about the cows, is that the sale is automatic. Kind of makes me wonder about something. Oops, went past it. Wool. Yeah, it's full. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That occurred to me that, oh, we should have wool. And we do. There's too much to do around here. Okay, next up, baler. Sneak in here and grab the baler. There we go. Okay, good. We'll figure it out. I don't remember what button it is. Once the baler gets full, we'll have to see. Turn it on. And it starts to fill up. This particular baler, the round one, will start to beep at you when it's almost full. 60% full right now. There we go. 90% full. And then it stops beeping when it's done. What's the button to unload it? X, right. There we go. And now it's just sitting out there ready to be picked up. So we'll just go around and gather all this up into bales, and the bales will just sit there on the field till we come pick them up. Shouldn't take too long to finish all this up. It's not worth going back to the wool. The wool's full right now. It's definitely not worth getting another front loader like this just for the wool. Not at this point anyway. So wool is definitely lower on my priority list. I think it's making less than the cows are, so we're gonna focus on the cows now. Once we've got the cows set up for several days worth of feed, yeah, that's when we can go worry about the sheep. Some more. 2 bales done. Where's the 3? Oh, I don't remember. there's the third one up on the top of that little hill. 3 bales already. Fourth one's coming up here. See, I back up just a little bit each time we hit the 100% mark, so that when we start going again, we're not leaving a little patch of hay there. It's not gonna get used. So I hope this is a good system. Since you can't do any of this automatically, I've sort of just made up my own system. Hopefully this is the best way to do this. See, it fills up, and so we've gone just a little past where we left off, see? And so if I back up just a tiny bit, then when I go again, we start from the same place. So I won't lose any. That's how I've been doing that. Field 10 is... How is that possible? Field 10 is almost nearly grown. But it looks like the top of field 16, which I planted earlier, isn't grown yet. How could the crops grow out of order? Because they all grow at the same rate, I thought. I don't see any reason why wheat would finish slightly faster than barley. It doesn't make sense. Wheat would grow slightly faster than barley. I don't know. I thought I saw a little tiny strip that I missed. Yep. We got it now. Maybe. Get it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed those figure eights there, trying to get that last little bit. Halfway done. Got quite the collection of hay here for the cows. Completed, backed it up a little bit. Unload the bale and keep going. This baler is bigger than the tractor. It almost looks... It almost looks like this tractor might not be able to... It's hard to believe this tractor is pulling this baler. The baler's even bigger than it is. Next one. Let's go again. But I'm really loving this front loader. It does so much for you because it's a tractor and a front loader. This dude's... It'll do everything you need around the farm. Next one. I like the... I've never messed around with the square balers. I was reading a guide about making total mixed rations when I first got the game, and it was saying how that the round bales of hay are just perfect to mix in the mixer to make total mixed rations, and I've never really, so I never really experimented with the square ones. The square ones have like an automatic pickup trailer that just looks amazing. But if the size is all weird and doesn't give you the right proportions you need to make the rations, I didn't see the point. So I've always used the round baler in this game. And plus it's, I don't know, I think it's fun to come back around and use the front loader to pick them up. Again. We got to turn around and do this last row. Well, we've turned this field full of grass into these bales spread out over the field. So that's going well. Oh, that we don't even have enough to finish this last bale. That's okay. Looks like it'll be sitting there. Yep. Last bale, shut it off. And the baler will sit there 30% full until the next time we go and gather hay. That's fine. That's not a problem. Now we can make our first batch of rations, right? Okay, good. Good. Oh, I can't drive backwards tonight. Okay, let's line this up. Go backwards. Go a little bit this way. Done. Okay, it wasn't pretty, but we got it. Okay. Good enough. Good enough, good enough. We need this hook right here. This is our bale forks. What we're going to do is go and grab one and put it into our mixing station right there. I'll just grab this nearest one. Left. Let's see, how can you drive with that blocking your view? And when you drop this in, it just, you don't have to drop it, it just sort of disappears and then it's taken it like that. So we'll go ahead and exit this. Get in our mixing wagon here. Now, turn it on B. And drive up here into the silage. I'm just filling it up the rest of the way. It's pretty simple. We're just doing 50% hay, 50% silage, and gonna take that over here, drop it off, and feed the cows with the good stuff. Here, unload. And let's take a look at our statistics for the cows, and now we've got the mixed rations filling up. Good, I think we've... Oh, there's the rest of field 16 full. Good. Next time we'll finish up this harvest, and we will be... Now we're at 100% productivity with our cows. They're doing okay with the straw. Nice. Got nice food for them at this point. And well, everybody, thanks for watching. We went ahead and made our mixed rations today. That was good. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This has been Overquake playing Farming Simulator 2013. Everybody have a good day.